While Jack's away, it's my turn to dance. My turn to play. You won't stand a chance.
Hello everyone. I know this is weird. It's a Monday and we're streaming. Just wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know how to start this. This isn't going to be a conventional stream. Not going to go for too long here today. But has everyone seen the commercial that HHN dropped today? Has everyone seen it? We're going to be talking about that briefly today. I just wanted to do a live stream because I feel like the thoughts I'm having about it can't be scripted into a video. So, for specifics, we're Orlando people. Like, we go to the Orlando event. Obviously, you know what's going on with the Orlando event with the Dr. Oddfellow stuff, with, you know, the whole icon being there. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. And the commercial. My opinions, I mean, they may differ from you guys. I've done a rant on the channel before about announcement season and got completely flamed. Completely flamed for it. And if that's the case here, I understand. Your opinions are your own. As its own thing, right? This commercial that came out as its own thing, great. You know, it promotes the IPs that are coming to, you know, Orlando and Hollywood. But that's all it does. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the best way to approach what happened with the commercial. When I was going into this year, I was like, this year is going to be different, right? This year we're having an icon again. It's not going to get the Pumpkin Lord treatment it got last year, where, you know, the commercials didn't feature him. He wasn't really marketed at all. And when people went into the event, they had no idea who he was. Like, if you weren't like a diehard fan of HHN, you weren't following the Pumpkin Lord, you didn't go to HHN 30 and see the Wicked Growth House, you just went because, you know, what was there last year? A weekend. Yeah, let's say you were a weekend fan and you're like, dude, this is going to be at a theme park for Halloween. Let me bring my coworkers from work and let's go to Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah. And you approach that event, you have this whole opening ceremony featuring this Pumpkin Lord. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what's going on because he wasn't marketed. He wasn't shown off for Orlando's event. So you went into it thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
And even more so this year, Dr. Oddfellow is much more like prevalent inside the park this year. Every scare zone's connecting to him. Obviously, we have the podcast episodes out. We have all this lore building up for him, and the fact that he is so big in the whole lore of HHN, with him being, you know, before Jack, the biggest icon of the event. You kind of need to know about him.
Right.
Like, obviously, if you're a first timer, you're going because Stranger Things is there, Last of Us is there. I just watched the HBO show. I'm gonna go see Last of Us at Universal. Wow, let's go to Halloween Horror Nights. We've never done that before. I'm speaking as like someone going to the event. I've been going for 8 years, and that's why I can say these things. I feel like I can say these things because I've lived through 25 all the way to now, and I've seen the different variations on commercials that they do, especially with the icons. Yeah, so Dr. Oddfellow, you need to know about him, otherwise you're going to be completely confused because everything in the event this year connects to him. He's your icon. And now this commercial they put out does not feature him at all. Nothing relating to him, nothing in general for him. And he's your icon. He's what people are going to see outside the gates. He has this cohesive story throughout all these scare zones. You're going to want to go for scavenger hunts in the scare zones looking for him and for the shapeshifted, you know, forms of himself. And you're not even going to know he's there because, I mean, if you're not a diehard fan, you didn't listen to the podcast. Not everyone listens to that stuff.
Right.
Not everyone knows that Discover Universal podcast is a thing. You're not going to know who this guy is. It's not like they haven't done this before, right? It's not like they haven't done icons. Like, that's what they're known for. Like,
it's definitely
if you're in the
miss.
Discord, you know I was saying this is just going to be a rant today. So I'm sorry that the, I guess, vibes are technically off a little bit. But, like, for example, when Jack was featured in 2000, their first ever icon, right? Straight up commercial for him. It was the whole photo booth thing, his carnival, whatever. Or the carnival he was in. That was Dr. Oddfellow's carnival, by the way. Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival, HHN 10, 2000. Then you had 2011, which was, Caretaker? No. 2011 was Jack was back. Which was originally supposed to be Eddie. But even then, that was still Jack's back. Like, that was the whole commercial. 2012, Caretaker. His own commercial. A series of commercials for the Caretaker. Like, extended versions. Him in, like, I believe, like his mortuary and stuff like that. That was the commercials. 2013, the director. He had his own commercial.
Pretty much every icon has had their own commercial.
Yeah. And, like, even, like, big, like for example, like, Usher, HHN 2019. Yes, there was a commercial that just featured the IPs, but then there was the Usher one. Like, literally the whole, like, Usher welcoming you into the Universal Palace Theater, that was its own commercial.
And hopefully we're not going on this rant to just, like, get a second commercial.
No, I hope
so.
I hope that is what happens. I hope Universal is watching this and they're in my chat right now.
You're like, let us
And they see me absolutely, like, flaming it and being like, yo, maybe we should put Oddfellow. I hope an Oddfellow commercial comes out.
Yes.
But as of right now, I'm going to completely judge this as they're treating it like Pumpkin Lord, because I think that's what's happening. If I'm wrong, please prove me wrong, Universal. Please. But yeah, he's not in it. So
very underwhelming.
I don't know if there will be more commercials. I don't know. Recently there's only been one. But, like, it's not like they don't know how to do this, like I just said. Like, HHN 30, they had Jack.
Yeah, and
they had the
did
whole
it so
Jack
well.
commercial and weave their IPs into said commercial. They put them in, like, prison cells that Jack was walking throughout that commercial. And it seems like ever since they had, like, adopted the Scream Squad thing is when they just completely lost marketing some of the event, especially how important this one is. Like, even Pumpkin Lord was supposed to be important. They said he was part of every scare zone. Obviously, I feel like they're doing more so this year with Oddfellow. But I don't know. They didn't market him, so I don't have high hopes that they'll do Oddfellow. But I hope, prove me wrong. I'm going to keep saying that. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But you got only a certain amount of days to do it.
That's the concerning part, is just that, we're at 11 days till now, and the fact that they released this commercial so late was surprising to me. But, you know, never say never. Hopefully they'll put another one out between now and opening night, but...
Like, I saw, it was either a comment or something, a message, something. It was like, this is the perfect commercial for the announcement season we had.
Yeah.
Like, this is the perfect commercial for the dry announcement season we had. Like, it really just puts the cherry on top, right? Like, even if you're going to market your IPs, like, let's say they weren't going to market Oddfellow at all, right? And you're just going to market your IPs just specifically for, you know, just whatever. You want to bring people in with just your IPs, whatever. They didn't market every single one, dude. They marketed Stranger Things, which, sure, yeah, definitely market Stranger Things. Definitely market The Last of Us. My question is, they didn't market Chucky, which he was your first announcement last year.
Yeah.
And they're not marketing Universal Monsters, their own property? Yet you're marketing The Exorcist, a movie no one's seen.
It's very strange. Very strange.
Like, I don't know, man. And, like, even for just, like, Hollywood's sake, like, I watched the Hollywood version of the commercial, too. And, yeah, they're a little different, but they didn't market Evil Dead. And then the whole, like, section where it is, like, the Scream Squad walking in Universal, that's Orlando's location.
Yeah.
And they're walking under Boris's window. That is Orlando's location that they are featuring in the Hollywood version too. Like Amber said, like, Amber's seen it first because I was at work all day, right? And she's seen it first, and she said, like, it started off good.
Yes, it started off with me thinking, like, watching them walk down that street and noticing that, like, the door to her shop had his logo on it now, and they were going into the shop under Boris's office.
Mm-hmm.
Really made me feel like, oh my god, they're going in there, like, they're going for it.
Yeah, that makes sense, because obviously they've been building up the Madame Bastille
because
thing.
She's had the sign in her window, and Boris has had a couple things pops up in his office, and it really made me feel like we were going there, but...
No, and then they were going the perfect amount of way. I mean, they had the old oddities inside of there, like, we heard the rumors of, yeah, the commercial this year, they're getting a bunch of oddities, it's not what you think. Like, yeah, the oddities were there, but Madame Bastille was not there. If you're going to market her, I don't know if you want to, but Oddfellow, your icon connecting to everything, was not in there.
Yeah. But, I don't know, it just makes me feel like they definitely, I don't know, it feels like they just went for the, like, we can make a generic commercial to use on both coasts.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it that way because I love Horror Nights and what they do, but this commercial is very, very
Yeah, like,
underwhelming.
obviously, whatever, Horror Nights is going to do what they're going to do. I'm still going to go to the event. I'm still going to make videos about it. Like, obviously I'm excited for what's happening because we still have an icon. We still have
Yeah.
all this amazing stuff happening in the park. Just the marketing aspect of this entire year is
Yeah.
just...
I don't know. I just, like, I want even new people to be able to feel that hype around Oddfellow and understand why, like, we're all like, oh my god, that guy. Like, they're gonna be like, who the freak is that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the way they used to bring their icons in, their icons were the whole thing of introducing you to their IPs. Like, they're the whole reason their IPs are happening, you know, and the whole, like, commercials. Like, you'll have, like, Jax this year, and he's hosting The Walking Dead and all these other things. Like, that's what they do. And
Yeah.
now they're not doing it, and I don't know why there's such a big shift in that.
Yeah, because I was fully expecting, like, going into, like, seeing that they put the commercial out, and even before then, like, just thinking of what it could be, was, like, they could have gone to, like, the whole first part of that commercial before it cut into, like, advertising the IPs and everything. Like, it totally could have been, like, you walk in there and you find out that, like, oh, he's been working on this stuff, and that table could have been, like, his spell with, like, the zodiacs and figuring all that out, and then you, like, figure out, like, oh my gosh, there's this guy and he's got all these oddities, and his oddities are all the houses. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm just a little bummed.
I'll say this. The commercial. The commercial is great for Hollywood. Because
Okay.
Hollywood never has an icon. They mainly market their IPs because, I mean, they're based in Hollywood. That was a perfect commercial for Hollywood. But when your event in Orlando is completely different from what Hollywood has going on, you have to create a separate commercial.
Yeah.
And not just that, like, the commercial itself does not even connect to their announcement videos. Like, their announcement videos
It
was
very confusing.
like, for The Last of Us, it was the same actress, but she was texting on the phone. They were having their video chat. She was in her house playing The Last of Us when she got attacked. The one girl, she was in the school when Vecna attacked. Then you have your guy that was jogging when he got possessed or got attacked by, you know, the Exorcist girls. That didn't even connect in your big video. Like, even last year, at least the announcement videos connected.
Yeah. It did feel a little disconnected, and I'm not really sure, like, what they were going for. Like, it's very confusing, everything that they've put out up to this moment. Like, just feels like something's missing. Like, even with
Yeah.
the fact that, like, what's going on with the podcaster, like, was that video just put out to kind of bring attention to the fact that they'd be having the podcast episodes this year? But, like, they didn't specifically say that in that video, so it's not really like they were advertising themselves much with that. So I'm like, whatever happened to her?
And, like, I don't know. It says something when us content creators are doing more information for your event, for your Orlando location, than the event itself. That says something, man. And like I said, I want to look stupid. In a week, I want to look
Yes.
stupid, and we have an Oddfellow commercial. We have some sort of marketing that you can market to your first timers, to your people that don't know anything about the lore, that don't keep updated on YouTube or anything like that. Update them on what's going on in your Orlando location.
Yeah.
But yes, make me look stupid. Make this video null at that point. Please.
I would love, like, that's one time I'm gonna feel okay with feeling stupid. Is, like, put something out that's Oddfellow related.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm proven wrong, because I had high hopes, and I'm not gonna keep, like, the high hopes that we're getting a Oddfellow commercial, but, like, I'll keep the hope that maybe they will see the backlash from it, because we read the comments underneath the Orlando video, and they're not great, dude.
Pretty much everybody in the comments of that video on their YouTube channel are all like, where is Oddfellow? And then also like, where is Chucky?
Yeah. Like, again, Chucky, you didn't market Chucky?
Chucky's been all over Horror Nights for like the past few years when he hasn't even been there, but then now he's not in the commercial, which is so funny to me.
Like, choosing The Exorcist over Chucky. Like, even if you're not going to market your own IP, Universal Monsters, you're going to market Exorcist over Chucky, a movie that didn't even come out yet?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't work at Universal. I don't know, obviously, how the marketing's supposed to go. But, like, it's not like it's changed much. Like, I know the same people work on creative. Like, I know a good amount of the same people work on creative that worked in the older years. Like,
I don't know, I just feel like they did icons right for so long that, like, it's a little disappointing now.
like, I like to be real on here. I like to let you guys know my thoughts. Obviously, I love HHN.
Yes.
And I'll forever love HHN.
Absolutely.
Even when they do release commercials like this, like, I will, and like, this has no flack on the event itself, but I like to think when I make videos here, I make them for like first timers, like for people that don't know anything about HHN. I like to make it for my older self back in 2015 that didn't know anything about what was going on, didn't know any lore, didn't know who Jack the Clown was, didn't know this other stuff. That's how I see my videos going out on the channel for, and I feel like maybe Universal should have that same mindset. Like, this is a great commercial if you just had an IP year.
Yeah.
Like an IP year, sure, this is great. You're marketing The Last of Us, you're marketing this, you're marketing that. Cool, that's gonna be your whole event. But the fact that your event is completely not that. Your event connects in every sort of way. Like, so much so that it's like a Bloody Mary year, to where Bloody Mary was in everything. Yet they have a commercial for that.
Yeah. They do have a Bloody Mary commercial. I don't know. It's strange. Just getting so hyped for him and then like literally seeing the notification that Universal tweeted. I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is a commercial. And then just slowly got a little disappointed.
Like, for example, if you watch the deep dive I did about like 2 months ago now, I put all the commercials in there, and you see as time goes on, once we get past 30, icons are non-existent.
Yeah.
They're gone. And that's crazy, because you have 2 icon years. Like, it's not like these years were the IP years. We've had those years. We had the Walking Dead years. We had 28, 29, 27. Like, we had the icon years. No, not icon. The IP years. And 31 was not one. 31 was an icon year because Pumpkin Lord is an icon. And then, you know, Oddfellow is an icon. So, but, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we all? It seems like we're all feeling the same, because I'm seeing chat go by. I feel like we're all feeling the same about this.
Yeah. Just overall.
For the most part.
Like, it's a fine commercial, but disappointing because there's been so much hype for Oddfellow. I've been kind of reading it as it goes by.
Yeah, because like I feel like just how different these 2 events in both coasts are this year, you have to have 2 separate commercials. So maybe I'm speaking into existence here that we are getting another one, but I don't know.
Fingers crossed. Let's do that. We're speaking it into existence. That there will be an Oddfellow commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I wasn't gonna go long today, but I just wanted to get that out because I feel like I couldn't script that in a video for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. It's too hard to put all these thoughts into something cohesive.
Yeah, literally. I just wanted to get that out, see how you guys feel. It made me think I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I probably will get some flack for this, sure. Probably. Once it is past now, and people come back and watch this later that, you know, love the commercial, I'm like, you're dumb. But if that's the case, oh well. Everyone's opinions is their own. Obviously, some people can love this commercial. Like I said, it's not a bad commercial.
Not at all.
Just, I feel like it doesn't fit both coasts completely, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just overall underwhelming.
Yeah.
I love the first, like, 30 seconds, though.
Yeah, like, dude, you could have... I don't know.
Really had me going. I thought.
Yeah, I'm looking at yeah, there was no mention of an icon. I'm reading the chat a little bit, but there was no mention of an icon, and it's the same thing that happened last year. There was definitely some points where you could put Pumpkin Lord last year inside of the marketing in that commercial, and they didn't. They would put things that weren't technically at HHN that year for that year.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're doing the same here. Like, you could definitely put Oddfellow in that room that they first walk into in that commercial. Yet he's not there, so.
Yeah. I'm also, like, really miss whenever we used to get, like, individual commercials for houses.
Yeah, that's gone. Announcement season's gone for the most part. Like, you'll get announcements very late into the season, and your originals are all going to be dropped at once. Seems like that's been the theme since 30, you know? That seems like what they're doing. Don't know why they changed that.
I don't know, because I feel like, I don't know, to me it's just like I'd love to know why they're making these decisions, because I feel like you're bringing in more attention the more you put out there.
Yeah.
Like, you're catching more eyes, you're getting more of an audience when you put more out.
I just definitely, I have the mindset where I'm like, inform your guests. Inform the people coming to the event more than a podcast. Not everyone's going to listen to the podcast, guys. Not everyone's going to do that.
Yeah.
And it's not like they don't have him casted, right? Because we've listened to the podcast. And you hear Oddfellow's voice in that podcast. So, man's casted. So I'm like, maybe there is something coming, hopefully. If not, then why did you cast him? Why did you put his voice in there?
Yeah. Someone did say, though, do you think maybe they just want to surprise us with Oddfellow and not spoil how he looks?
Maybe, but at the same, same thought, why are they putting pictures of him everywhere? Like, why is he in All Hallows Boutique right now if you want to really keep his identity a secret?
Yeah. Or there's also the fact, like even
if you want to approach it like you did Fear, for example, like in HHN 20, they didn't show Fear. They didn't show Fear. Obviously, they still marketed him, though. They marketed his voice and all the commercials. He was just like a silhouette. You never marketed what he looked like, but you still marketed that there was an icon that year.
Yeah, because we've heard his voice at this point. Like, they could have easily been like, oh, went to the oddity shop, and you just see his shadow go by and hear him talking about all these things going on and what he's done or what he's bringing.
Yeah.
We didn't have to see him.
Like,
Just like...
There's so much potential.
Crumbs. I just want crumbs.
There's so much potential that's just leaking through the cracks with this. And I'm hoping they surprise us. I'm hoping we get our own thing. Hopefully, because I feel like Universal is really good with feedback. I mean, they do their surveys. They do... They're on social media. They know, like, our opinions. They do know this. So I'm hoping, like... I was surprised to see that many people were actually upset about it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
But hopefully maybe they take a look at that. And I know people were upset about Pumpkin Lord too. Like the diehard HHN fans were upset that he wasn't marketed. Like, we're not alone in this. And I thought maybe they would take notes from that. But maybe they will. Maybe they just released this today and they're like, hey, this is for both coasts. Obviously, we're going to have something else coming out for Orlando because you guys are having a completely different event.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we're proven wrong. But yes, I wanted to rant about this.
Yeah. Or at least hoping that, like, because I know our thoughts was if we get Oddfellow in a commercial, that means they're really treating him like an icon this year. Even if we don't get an Oddfellow commercial, I just hope we show up on opening night and they're really, really feeding into the Oddfellow thing. And he's not just
that's what I feel like.
stationary.
I feel like the event itself is going to be great. Like I said, this has no flack on the event. Just the fact that they've connected him to this much, and the fact that he has his own house is more than Pumpkin Lord had. And I don't know. I love the concept of everything behind that. The event itself is going to be great, but I'm seeing it from the point of someone that doesn't know anything about that, and are seeing this commercial, and they're kind of not going to know what's going on. And I don't want someone to be confused, right? I don't want a first timer going confused, being like, wow, I wish I knew what was going on, because all these people seem so excited. These diehard fans seem so excited for what's going on in the park, but I can't relate to that because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. And then, like Blip said, I don't get how you connect so many things to Oddfellow, but do not market him at all.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel too. And then Caden said they even had a commercial for Universal Monsters last year. This is supposed to be the most different house they've ever done. Do you think they would at least market that? Yeah. I think it's weird they didn't even market Universal Monsters this year.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that it didn't get its own announcement was really odd to me. Really odd. Like, I feel like replace Exorcist, the guy they used for the commercial for The Exorcist, replace that with Monsters. Because that's your own thing, dude. Yeah. That's your own creation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping we get something.
Yeah. Really, really, really am. I was just, like, to me, it's, like, I'm just really honestly, like, very surprised that he wasn't in it.
Yeah, me too, because, like I said,
The
year so far up to this point has felt so different. I felt like the old icon years is something I said in a live stream before. I think I've said this in a video before. I was like, this feels like the old icon years. Everything's connecting to one central icon. He has his own house. They're telling his story through the podcast. Like, this sounds like it's going to be great. And I was like, okay, the commercial this year's got to have him. It's got to have something to do with him. Yet, it doesn't. And I don't get that. So that's why I'm hoping I'm proven wrong and they're actually going to put out another one. We'll see.
Yeah. like Tucker said, the commercials are probably to advertise to people who aren't obsessed, lol.
Yeah, I agree. I
They know
definitely
we're
think
coming.
it's to people that are gonna come for the IPs.
Yeah,
But,
it
like-
is. It's definitely a reach for, we know it'll bring new people in.
And if Oddfellow wasn't as prevalent as he is going to be in the event, then I would say, yeah, that's fine. But, like, the fact that he's going to be the opening ceremony, I can guarantee that for sure. He's in every scare zone, right? They're going to have his symbol all over the park, and then you have his house. That only tells 10 years of that life, right? 10 years of the life that they're trying to tell throughout the entire park. Like, you're going to go to the event for the IPs, and you're going to be confused about what's going on outside of the houses. That's how I'm seeing it, I guess. The podcasts are the HHN fan commercials now, I think. Maybe that's what they are doing, and maybe they are getting a bunch of traction on those podcasts. But I don't know if everyone's gonna listen to those. You know? Like, they are great podcasts, and like they tell great lore, and I've actually really enjoyed them.
Yeah, definitely. They've been really cool. And like from the perspective of, like you said, if every single zone wasn't like supposed to tell part of his story, and if the first zone in the park wasn't him, and if he wasn't gonna most likely be the opening ceremony, and if he didn't have like his whole own house and everything, I would more than be okay with, we get a little bit of Oddfellow lore via podcasts, and then the commercial is just a normal Universal commercial, because why would normal people need to know about Oddfellow? But for me, like, the fact that it is so intertwined, it's gonna be a little strange for people that don't know what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my rant. I just wanted to rant about that. Like I said, this wasn't gonna be a quick live stream or anything. I just wanted to get that out, have that said, because yeah, let's see if they prove us wrong, guys. If they prove us wrong, you know, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be amazing. But even though this happened and he wasn't marketed, it doesn't stop my hype for this year.
No.
Because this year's still gonna be great. Like a commercial, it's just a commercial. It's just media on a screen.
Yeah.
But the actual event itself is gonna be massive. It's gonna be huge, and I don't want it to take away from your guys' hype. We're still gonna be putting videos out on the channel leading up. We got 11 days until opening night. We're gonna be putting videos out on the channel, hyping this up.
Yep.
And obviously we still have one more Sunday night live stream, and then our Thursday night for our hype live stream before opening night. So yeah, no, this doesn't stop my hype for the event in general, obviously. It's going to be massive, but thank you guys for tuning in today. I just wanted to talk about this because I don't think I'd be able to script this into a video, 10-minute whatever video for you guys. Thank you for listening to us and agreeing for the most part. It seems like I feel like it's a good outlet to vent our frustrations a little bit. But we'll see what Universal does. We'll see what they do with, the Oddfellow as far as in media and marketing. But besides that, yeah, that's it.
And starting tomorrow, it's 10 days to HHN, so there's going to be a video every day.
Tomorrow is 10 days to HHN. We'll have a video coming out every single day. Leading up to that, hyping you up for this event, and obviously that 10 days of HHN will end with opening night. But besides that, guys, thank you for coming out to talk about HHN. I feel like I can have this open channel with you guys because my community is so great, because we are one central unit that is mostly very positive most of the time.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad we can all come together like this in a live stream that was just thrown on a Monday night that we don't even stream or do anything on really on Mondays. But thank you guys for coming out, giving us your time to just hear us talk about this crazy stuff. But yeah, video coming tomorrow, guys, starting the 10-day countdown, final countdown to HHN. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype, guys. All right. Besides that, I will see you in the fog, and I will see you in the morgue. Peace out, everybody.